Hello, welcome back to another Sunshine Autos iRacing League race. This is race 4, season 3, and we are here at the Canadian Motorsports Park. I think I may have said that wrong. Canadian Tire Motorsports Park or something like that. I can't remember the name of things. Let me open up the UI and embarrass. Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. I was right, I got there. Yeah, we're here in the practice session. Been here running for an hour, got 10 minutes left to practice. People are getting their laps in, getting warmed up. We currently have 18 people signed up for the race. Yeah, I haven't driven here, obviously. You keep managing to do all these tracks that I haven't driven at. So I don't know too much about it, but I know someone who does. Let's hand it over for Ride Diggity Dog for the track video for this race.
Alright everyone, welcome to week 4 of the Sunshine Autos League. This is Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, located in Bowmanville, Ontario, Canada. This is a 2.5 mile road course with 10 turns. This is the only configuration. This track is very hilly. People call it Canada's Lime Rock Park. Yeah, I kind of get it. Let's check out the standings. As you can see the standings, Cedric is currently leading, next Bob, and then Henderson. Riley Downey got a penalty. Controversy there. And Matthew Warner got a warning for something. I'm not really sure what the warning was for. But he got one. That was Henderson. It was probably the Cedric punt on the last turn. Alright. So, here's the lap guide. Let's just jump into the lap guide here. This is coming out of the final turn, white. So coming around here, here's the start-finish line here. Into turn 1, as you can see, it's a high-speed section here, very floaty. And you're going to want to throttle up slowly. This is Clayton, blind downhill left-hand turn. The track temp today is 46 degrees Celsius, so setup is going to be pretty important for campers. This is Quebec. Another long, floaty right-hand turn. Heading into Moss here. This is probably your best passing zone that you can get. Right here. Downhill left-hand turn into a sharp hairpin, double apex. And then with the long straightaway called the Mario Andretti straightaway. Goes up and down through the forest here. Nice and long into the S's. As you can see, this is a short track with this is a nice draft area to get the whole pack together. This is called the S's. Quick left, right. And back into the whites and across the line. So it should be a pretty interesting race this week. Let us know in the comments section below what you think of the race this week. This is also the place where that NASCAR crash happened with the trucks. That was pretty controversial right at the end. Look that up on YouTube. Okay.
Alright. Thanks, Rydog. Oh god, I keep doing that. Right, yeah, thanks, Rydog. So there's our little track rundown. Hope everyone memorized the track, because I sure didn't. I was shouting at a cat during that. Oh dear. Yeah, we got 5 minutes left till the practice session is over. Let's have a look at the... where is it? Quali times. There we go. So right now, in the practice session times, Bob Poplet, who's our... oh, I put my phone... Why did I put my phone away? I had the standings on it. Bob Poplet's currently second in the championship. just one single point behind Gibrat, and he is currently leading this session with a 125.7. And they've got Noah, who's on a 25.8, Warner 25.9. You can see how this works. They're all like 1/10 of a second apart, pretty much. We've got Henderson Knox there in 7th, who is currently 3rd in the championship. And there's Steph Venhoff, who was the very first race winner of the season, but hasn't had too fantastic a season after that. They're currently in 5th. And yeah, Cedric Gibrat, the current leader of the championship, is currently in 4th. They are leading by a single point, 78 to 77 of Bob Poplet. And yeah, Henderson Knox has 70 points, who is behind. Alright, so 4 minutes left. So let's go around with, let's see if we can find someone to take a lap around with. What is happening here? Oh, here we go, perfect. Right, as we come up to the start-finish line, perfect. So we're currently with Bob Poplar, who annoyingly has his Twitch URL on the back of his car. Nobody go to that stream. Stay here. Alright, so let's get a look at the track. Go up the hill. Yeah, Rydog mentioned it. I can see why people think this is kind of like the Canadian lime rock. I can see a lot of lime rock in this track. Some of it, anyway. It's pretty hilly, but there is no like, uphill chicane or anything like that anywhere. I don't think. It's Let's see if I can get the... Oh, okay, well, I guess we're bailing on that lap. Oh, no, wait, we're going. Don't embarrass yourself, you're on stream. Oh, we're pulling over. Okay. Oh, no, we're letting someone pass, that's right. We're going. These are kind of rally cars, so you can go off track a little bit and you'll survive. I don't recommend it, though, not with these tyres. Yeah, it's a nice scenery. Nice two-dimensional trees everywhere. Yeah, don't have too much else to add. I haven't had too much time to prepare for any of these so far. It's typical as soon as I start commentating an iRacing league, because I need like more side projects and stuff, and it's about the time that I have too many projects. That's funny. Hey, back around we go. Alright, so let's just leave it in ye oldie scenic view. Annoyingly, if we look at the grid, I've had to do the thing where I just join the session again. So you can see that Joshua Edwards free at the bottom. So I'm technically in the session instead of spectating it. So it's going to make my grid tickers and stuff kind of annoying, but that's fine. I'll make sure it works. Yeah, rejoin check passed. Yeah, that was a very nice rejoin check. Race instead? Yeah, no. I can't just rock up and do that. Yeah, not too much is happening. It looks like Gibrat's improved their time in the practice session. They're up to a 125.9 flat now. So I don't know if Poplet got like a slipstream or something during his lap, but hang on. We'll see what happens in qualifying, of course. So I'll remind you of the format. We'll have a 20-minute qualifying session after this, where people will try to set the best times and see who starts on the grid. And they'll be qualifying for the first race of the evening. And then we'll have that first 20-minute race. And then after that, we'll have another race, another 20-minute race. But that one will have a reverse grid. So the top 10 cars from that race will start in reverse order. So whoever comes first in the first race will start 10th. And whoever is in, second will start 9th. Etc, etc. All the way to whoever's in 10th will start first. So even if you have a bad first race, as long as you can make it up to the sweet spot of 10th or higher, then you'll be able to get a good race for the second one. Good starting position for the second race. But, qualifying is still pretty important. You still want to get up there in the first race. Try to secure that, 10th or higher position. The 11th place is the real feels bad zone, right? You don't want to be there. Alright, 10 seconds till qualifying starts. Let's see if we have any, early qualifying shenanigans that sometimes happens, with everyone's desperately trying to, not be the first one out of the pit. So let's go to the pit lane. The second pit lane. Second pit lane is the same as the first pit lane. Oh no, there it is. That's even worse, actually. Alright. Oh, here we go. That's a pit lane. Well, it was a pit lane and then it changed. Why does it do that? Bad pit lane cam. Alright, who we got out there? It's Bobby Poplar. Let's see if I can get him on the old camera. Yeah, Bob Poplar is the first one out, it seems, so he wants to be out there early. I believe these are the new tyre model, so you do actually want to warm your tyres. I might be wrong. I'm not sure. We don't see too many people weaving, I don't think. But if it's the new tyre model, you either want... If it's the new tyre model, you want warm tyres. If it's the old tyre model, you want cold tyres. Okay, and of course he starts weaving just to help me out. Alright, perfect. Okay, cool. So there's new tyre model, there's weaving. You want to warm out your tyres. So yeah, the first few laps aren't going to be too many laps times being set. Just people getting out there, warming the tyres up. Seems like we got most people out right now. I'd say about 75% of the field. Maybe a bit closer to 60% of the field's out. I've got to remember I don't count. I'm looking at the timing screen and I'm like, oh, one guy's just sat in the pits. It's me. Yeah, it looks like most people got out pretty early. We'll stick with Bob for a bit, just because he was the first one to get out, so he'll be the first one to set a time at the start. Right, here we come. Up around the last corner, I think. Yeah, that's the last corner. And down the straight, and we start our lap time. I said start. Okay, there it goes. Alright, so here we go, up this little hilly bit. He's got a couple of cars behind him. There was a car joining the track out of the pits into someone back there. So yeah, this is an open qualifying session, so there is slipstreaming and stuff. So sometimes we can get a few shenanigans happening. But track's pretty clear right now, for Bob at least. What's happening behind? Is everything good back there? Let's see what kind of lap time we can do. Why is that not ordering by position? Come on now. Please, timing program, don't break on me today. Please just order by position. Please. Just all I want you to do all the time. Order by position. Why is that such a hard ask? You think the timing screen would be like sorted by who's in first. It's like basic stuff. It's fine. I'm sure it'll start once the people actually start getting lap times in. Anyway, round we go. Up to the penultimate corner. And the last one. So, Poplar's first time is going to be a 126.871. Okay, good. It is ordering by first place. We're all good. So, see if anyone beat that. Let's look a bit further back. Let's see what Steph is up to. Steph just said a 127.3. It's pretty far back. Who else do we think we can go to time? Let's see what old Riley's up to. Oh, here we go. Here's a big slipstream train. Here's the shenanigans I was talking about. So, if you head over to the title of the stream and open up your spotter's guide, you might be able to tell who some of these drivers are. I can't. I know it's Riley. Who's in front of him right now? Is it Tybolt? Tybolt? Let's see. Is this? No, it's a completely different view. Because of course it is. Come on, go back to the other one. Oh yeah, here's the good old gaggle of cars. Is that what they're called? I've heard people say gaggle of cars, right? So yeah, when you're in an order like this, you want to... Oh, Rydog's Riley's trying to let him past. I don't think that would pass on a real racetrack. So yeah, I was just about to say, you don't really want to be at the front of the pack, because then you're just going to be giving slipstream to everyone else and not getting any for you. So everybody's trying to not be the one at the front. Oh dear. Meanwhile... Gibrat has set a 126.1 which puts him 0.3 of a second ahead of Poplar, who's got done a 126.4. So Gibrat storming into the lead early in this qualifying session. We've still got 15 minutes left. Plenty of time to get some laps in. And Downey finally lets the full send car past. Who's full send again? Is that Steph? No, that Steph is the other colourful car. God damn it, where's the spotter's guide? Who's the full send car? You'd think I'd learn this, but I'm so forgetful. By the end of the session, I'll probably remember. Why can't I see it in the spotter's guide? Is the spotter's guide lying to me? I believe it may be. I've been had. Alright, forget it. What happens to the cars in front of them? Are they having a gay old time as well? Let's see, what's going on? Oh. Question mark? The fuck did I just do? Right, okay. Okay, I won't press that button again. It wasn't you, Zephyr, it wasn't you. Okay. I tried to click on the track map to go to someone on the map, and it just killed everything. It was very interesting. I won't do that again, but that's fine. I'll just use the track map, I suppose. It was so funny. I just broke everything. Did I just see a crash happen just then? I think I saw a crash just happen. I didn't quite catch it. Alright then. Let me try and put this map somewhere useful. Maybe up there. Yeah, move that there. Sorry, I'm doing like second screen organization. This is professional. Okay, good. Yeah, that works. Sick. Okay, let's see what the old number 19 car of Ben Luker is up to. There's a bit of a slipstream train happening here. Who's in the lead right now? Let's have a look at the quick. Where is the button I want? So, currently, we have Bob Poplart's in the lead with 125.8. Ian Lane, who has been denied victory a few times, I seem to recall, being crashed out and such, is done 125.9. Gibrat is 125, high 125.9, that was a crash. As Noah Johnson moves up to 4th place with 125.999. Look at the top 3, or the, well, look at the 3rd, 4th, 5th. It's like 100th of a second in it between 3rd, 4th, and 5th right now. That's pretty ridiculous. But yeah, Matthew Warner comes out of nowhere and does a 125.6. Let's see. Can I hide this? Who have we got? Anyone doing a good lap right now? Let's see what the 66 car of Matthew Warner is up to. I think, hello, Matthew Warner is up to. Matthew Warner is the full send car. Okay. Oh yeah, Charlie. I'm gonna get hired to do some broadcasting. Don't you worry about that. So yeah, Matthew seems to have. Why have I closed the? Thank you. Warner seems to have got a decent slipstream happening. Bit of a train happening in front of him. The car pulls over to the side. The British car goes past. Is he just letting one pass? He's just letting one past now. Okay. Might be on a bit of a flyover lap here. Unfortunately, I don't have splits or anything, so I don't know if someone's on a good lap or not. We've got a bit of traffic here. It's Riley Downey doing his trademark block people on the track. Let's see if Warner can improve his time. Currently at 125.8. Just crossed the line, 126.5. So I think I'm being held up by traffic here, costing them some time. See if he can make it through. Wow, there's a bunch of cars. Halfway through the qualifying session, everybody's out on track. It's a pretty small track, I suppose, so everybody's out. We've got a bunch of bunch of distinct groups forming. Let me drag this on the screen. You see, we've got a bunch of groups forming. We've got a group down here, we've got a group up here, and then a bunch of people in the pits, and a few stragglers around. Oh, that was extremely professional, just showing you that window. Just breaking immersion there, don't worry about it. I just punched the 4-fall down. Yeah, we got a crazy pack of cars happening here. Loads of people. I can't even see their names on the map. There's too many people. See if anyone can get a good lap time in this pack. It's difficult though, because you want the slipstream from the car in front, but like if anyone in the chain messes up a corner, it's bye-bye lap time for the lot of you. That looks like Downey does just that to the car behind him. The gold car of Downey in the back. As Jeffrey White comes across the line, can he do better than 12th? Currently a 126.5. No, 127. Losing a lot of time that lap. Let's see what Warner is up to here at the front of this pack, behind the UK flag car. It kind of looks like a mini like that. Yeah, crazy traffic. Now, there's a massive train of cars happening. They've all formed into one big train of cars. Let's see if we can get a blimp view here. Look at this. Look at all these cars. Big train of cars. Just keep going. Let's see if I can see what Downey's view's like. Yeah. Oh, it's look, people are trying to let other people past here. Yeah, there's one pulls to the side, tries to let everyone go past. You don't want to lead the pack. You really don't want to be the poor sap at the front. But meanwhile, I really don't think too many people are setting fast lap times in this big train. It's just not working out for people. It's such a... You wouldn't think this would qualify. This looks like a race. A race that everyone's trying to lose. So we look at the standings again. Bob Poplar still in the lead with his 125.7. Matthew Warner 125.8. Tommy Toe comes out of nowhere and says another 125.8. And then we got the same 3 cars with 100/10ths of a second between each other. Or 1,000th of a second, I should say, between each other. And then we'll set a lap time across here. Does anyone improve? Jeffrey White moves up 1 to 9th place. Doesn't look like too much is happening. Someone's gone wide there. Whoa, don't want to be... Whoa, can we get control of the car? We're going to have a crash in qualifying? No, it just decides to pull off and get out of everyone's way. Probably for the best. Meanwhile, this fucking track map is looking more and more insane. Look at this. All these cars lining up here. I wish I knew what the colours meant. Maybe that's like their splits or whatever. 7 minutes remain in qualifying. Oh shit, I just realised Tybalt does a 125.71. Just beats out Bob Poplar's 125.76. Gets him into the lead. Where is Tybalt? Is he in the front of a big train of cars or something? Oh, he's in the wall now. But where was he previously? Yeah, just as I thought. Tybalt is just, well, he's got a car a little bit in front of him. But he's mostly just on his own. So it does seem like this big train of cars isn't really working out for anybody here. So it looks like solo is the place to be right now, but you just need to try to find space on the track. It's such a tiny circuit. And there's like... We've got 20 drivers here today out trying to get a lap time on the little tiny Canadian Tire Motorsport ring. Is that what it was called? I keep forgetting the name of the track. I've never heard of this one, I'll be honest. Let's see if we can catch anyone doing a good lap. Let's look at the front of the train of cars. Matthew Warner. Here he is, the front of the train. Clean air in front of him. I think it might actually benefit him. We'll see, though. Just over 5 minutes left of qualifying. Let's have a quick look at the standings right now. Tybalt, 25.71. Puts him to lead. Bob Poplar, 25.76. Second place. Warner with a 8.60. Toe with an 8.71. And then we've got the three really close guys of Lane, Gibrat, and Johnson. All a thousandth of a second away from each other. Oops, wrong one. That one. Let's call it Blood Ring Track. Let's not do that. Here comes Warner into the penultimate corner of the track. To the left. And then to the right. And then comes up to the line. As Downey holds up someone else. And Warner does nowhere near. 127 there. 127 flat. As Downey's getting a little shove, I thought I saw there. Oh yeah, there was some car crashes I heard. What happened to Downey? The fuck was that? Let's have a look. What happened here? Did he just drive into the wall or did he get pushed off? Let's have a quick look. Coming up to the corner. So I think that's... Is that Matthew Warner behind? No, I'm not sure who that's behind him. Did he get shoved? He's right on his bumper. No, he just decides to bail on the lap. That's a sick bounce, though. Why are we this view now? Okay, thanks. Yeah, so because practice sessions doesn't really have damage, people are just crashing to try to get to the pits as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, Tybolt just sitting on his own, chilling out. No one around. Just he's got the whole track to himself. There's no one for like 10 seconds forwards or back of him. Seems to be really working out. Where's Bob in all of this? Seems like Bob Poplar has he's got a little bit of traffic in front of him, just one car. It's the car of, I think that's, who is that? Is that Luis Henriquez in front of him? Yes, it is. Hey, I'm learning. So getting a bit of a slipstream. Can maybe make something work. 3 minutes left. Actually, whoa, Bob Poplar moves down into second because we have a new first place. And it's the number 2 car of Henderson Knox. Let's get a replay. Oh yeah, Henderson's getting a sick slipstream here. As he went across the line for a 125.6, which puts him into the lead. As Bob responds, typically, as soon as I look away, someone sets a better time. Bob making good use of... sorry, I need to keep using people's seconds name. Poplar making good use of the slipstream in front of him. So yeah, just hugging the slipstream. And he managed to do a 125.65. Just barely puts him into the lead. And now I'm replaying, so that means someone's about to set a new fastest lap. No, my luck. Let's have a look at Tybolt. No, Tybolt's doing a new lap. He's all good. Let's see if Gibrat, our season leader, as he comes up to the line, can he improve with 2 minutes to go? As people are getting their very last laps in. Can he improve on his 125.8? As he comes across the line, no, it's not going to be any better. 126 flat. As now, let's have a look at Bob. Now on his own. Can he improve upon his time? He is currently in the lead. See if he can improve. If he can improve his time here, I highly doubt anyone will be able to beat him. It's probably the last lap of the session. As he goes across the line. He does a 126 flat as well. Nobody improving so far. Let's see, can Tybolt. Here comes Tybolt, currently running in third. Was the session leader at several points. Can he improve? This will be his last lap. He goes across the line. He does. Well, thankfully it's not a 126 flat, but doesn't improve. We've only got a few more people out on the track. Let's have a look at Cedric Gibrat. Currently, again, season leader. Or a league leader, I guess. But only running in 6th right now. But has very consistent finishes across all the races. I don't think they've won a race yet. No, Gibrat has not won a race yet. But constant consistency being rewarded. Ooh, almost improves, just shy. 10 cents of a second off. No, a tenth of a second off. Yeah, words are hard. And I believe that is it. Don't think we'll see any 2 more changes from here. Maybe Bob can do 1 more. Yeah, it looks like Bob has enough time to finish this lap, just barely. Maybe he can get across the line before it ends with 5 seconds left. No, I don't think he's going to do it. Session ends. Doesn't matter anyway, because he's still in the lead. So, with a few seconds till the race starts, let's have a look at the grid. We have Bob in first place. Bob Poplar, first place. I forgot to untick the thing that doesn't unload all the times, but never mind. Poplar first. Knox second. Tybolt third. Warner fourth. Tommy Toe fifth. Gibrat sixth. Lane seventh. Venhoff eighth. Johnson ninth. And Downey, always there somewhere, in 10th place. Let's have a look down the order. Here's your other drivers. Ignore me in 20th place. I assure you I am not racing. Yeah, just because the spectator thing is kind of buggy. It counts me for some reason. Alright, so there are your drivers. Let us go to the grid. Let's watch from Toe's perspective, shall we? Thank you. There we go. That'll give us a good view of the whole start. So yeah, quite a small circuit. Hopefully we have some good packs forming with these 19 cars here today. See what happens. I have no idea the characteristics of the track. I've literally never driven here, never heard of it before today. So we'll see what happens. As we just wait for the last 2 drivers to connect. Well, you're going to wait for me anyway, so we're going to wait the full 2 minutes. Or probably more like 1 minute now, I suppose. Let's watch it from Warner's view. Yeah, I'm actually... Yeah, there we go. That'll get us the whole field. There we go. That's a nice central view. We'll stick with Tybolt. Rooting for fellow Brit Boyd Noz. Alright. Let's turn this to this. Wait, yeah, that one. There we go. Buttons. I mean, I guess I can have this one on as well. But that's like... Yeah, whatever. I'll have them all on. Fuck it. I'll turn on top 3. Right, 14 laps to go. Here we go. Green, green, green. Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. So off the line. Everybody seems to get off at a good, decent pace. Poplar's a little slow off the line, but keeps it cool. As Tybolt getting in the mix. Everybody makes it around the first bend. No casualties. Single file into the next set of corners. No crazy moves happening that I can see. Tybolt, though, makes it up into second, starting from third. Everybody's behaving. Let's look a little further back. Yeah, everything looks good so far. Poplar leads. Knox second. Tybolt third. These are according to this timing screen. I don't know how correct this is. No, Tybolt is second. Come on, timing screen. Do your job and order by time. Literally in your name. Making it round. Don't see too many overtakes happening. Let's take it to the leaders. Here we go, on the rundown to the next set of corners. The long back straight of the track. Knox is getting some serious slipstreaming on Tybolt. Will he make a pass attempt onto this corner? See if anyone's brave enough. No, everybody keeps it single file. Further back. Yeah, single files through. Oh, we got a bit of off-tracking here. Tybolt defending his position very aggressively. Knox makes it round. Everybody's good. Don't hear any crashes. Right, we've done 1 lap. Nobody's crashed so far. This is good stuff. As Knox has a look up to the side of Tybolt. Makes it past, actually, on the first corner of the track. Tybolt goes a little wide, even. Now, Warner moves up into third. Tybolt losing out massively by taking that corner really wide. A bunch of overtakes at the back, but we'll stick to the front field, the front 5 for now. So your leaders are Poplar, Knox, Warner, Tybolt, and Toe. Oh, someone's gone very wide. Knox into the barrier. Big crash. Will he hit anyone on his way back? No, thankfully he stops without hitting anyone. Let's get a replay on this. What happens here? Let's take a listen from the gyro cam. We're on board with Knox. What happens to you, friends? So we go around the bend. Oh, he just gets too slidey around the corner. Puts the power down too early. Gets on the dirt. Yeah, and then that's all over into the barrier. Oh, we go for a big spin. Thankfully, he doesn't collect anybody in the carnage. Does he get going again? Yeah, it looks like he gets going again with 3 wheels. No, he has 4 wheels. I guess it was just the spectator bug. So yeah, Knox losing out all the way to the back of the field now. I'll probably have to struggle home, maybe to get to the pits and get some repairs going. Meanwhile, back at the front, Poplar is running away with it here. A gap of 2 seconds to Warner behind. We'll stick with the pack for now. Yeah, you can see in front of your picture here, Poplar just running away with it. Go around the bends. Any overtakes happening? Everybody keeping it nice and single file around. All good. To the bends. Everybody's behaving. So yeah, our leaders currently are Poplar, who's 2 seconds down the road, not even on your screen. Warner in second, Tybolt third, Toe fourth, Johnson fifth, Gibrat 6th, Lane 7th, Venhoff 8th, Downey up into 9th, and Luca is 10th. Ooh, we've got a little bit of an overtake look happening behind. Gibrat having a look on Johnson, doesn't make it work. Losing out because of it. Maybe I'm mixing this up a bit. Yeah. As we get the big slipstream down the back straight up into the bend. He has a look down the inside again. Doesn't make anything happen of it. Slots in behind. Everybody keeping single file into the final section of the S's. Oh, Gibrat going for an overtake. Oh, he goes too hard on the inside. It gets a bit bumpy. Almost makes it work. Has to take the defensive line here against people behind as they're going to take advantage of his little mishap. Takes the inside defensive line. Can he hold it? Let's go to the chase cam. Oh, he's losing out. Yeah, he loses out 2 positions there for that failed overtake on Noah. Oh, ooh, he gets a little slidey, but we're okay. What is the button I want here? That's the button I want. Downey pressuring Gibrat behind. Can we go back to this camera, please? Sorry, I'm trying to do everything's kind of difficult. Anyway, Gibrat losing out, down into 9th. Now Downey pressuring behind. We got any other things happening up front? Looks like Venhoff is having a look on lane. Oh, careful now, everybody. Going a little wide. There seems to be a little bit of tarmac on the side of that corner to use. Venhoff, is he going to make a move into the corner? Do we get anything? Does it look? No, we're good. Nothing happens. The chat is confusing me a little bit. People are like, so this isn't actually happening? I'm just like, what? We're looking at a video game, but people are playing the video game. If that helps in any way answer your question. Alright. Let's have a look at the front. So yeah, let's take it to Poplar for a little bit. Let's just focus on him. Let's try to get a head around how far ahead he is right now. 2.5 seconds down the road on this tiny circuit. You can barely see the competitors behind him. It looks like Warner is breaking away a little bit from Tybolt behind. There's almost a second gap. So let's see if Warner can mount a challenge to Poplar in the lead. I seem to recall Poplar tends to do this quite a lot, like build up a substantial lead at the start and then it erodes away over time as he slowly gets caught by people behind. Oh, we still have a massive pack happening. Overtake is happening. Noah is going to go for an overtake on Toe. Looks down the outside. No, switches back. Gets in the slipstream. He's right on his tail though. See if he makes a move into the corner. There's a look. No, he keeps it nice and clean. Everybody single file. Losing out quite a bit there, actually. Lane behind may actually make a move. No, we're all good so far. Through the bends. Yep, through the final S's. On the line. Ooh, a little wide from Lane there. Keeps it clean, though. Keeps it going straight. Has a look down the inside. Bit ambitious here, I think. Yeah. Maybe just taking a different line. Let's have a look a bit forwards. No, I think this is the best action we're going to find now as everyone starts to break apart. Put these three cars together here. Let's take it to chopper cam for a little bit. Good view from the skies. Look at this. We have a helicopter. There's Noah having a look on toe in front. Can he make anything happen of it? Anything happen of it? That was a good sentence. No. Oh, losing out massively as Lane has to slam on the brakes. Make it, oh, a little tap on the sides. We're keeping it clean. I was a little scared a pit maneuver was about to happen, but we're all good. Now, let's see if Lane can mount anything on Johnson after having to slam the brakes on them. Can they get up to them? The slipstream is strong here, but Johnson also has a slipstream. No, we're keeping it single file in this corner. Riley said there was going to be overtakes in that corner. I don't think I've seen a single one yet. So around we go the corners, the final S's. So we come across the line. Everybody still in their place. Poplet still leads. Let's have a quick look at the front if an overtake isn't happening. No, it looks like we're maybe stay here a second. Lane is putting a lot of pressure on Johnson, whether an overtake happens or not. This is for 5th place. But Johnson is also quite close to Toe in front. Toe holding all of them up. But anyway, just to update you at the front, the gap between Poplet and Warner for 1st and 2nd is now down to 1.9 seconds. So Warner is starting to catch up to Poplet, but there's only 8 laps to go. It's a big lot of time to catch up. As we get we got a spinner in the back. Gibrat, our season leader, gets a little loose there. Let's see if we can get a replay of this from the gyrocam. We're on board with Gibrat. What does he do here? So this is our season leader in 10th place. Ooh, just gets on the dirt. Whoa, holds it round the slide though. Gives way to other cars, lets Downey past. I think he loses one to Moore here as well, yeah. So that means Gibrat's down into 10th place. Let's take it back to our battle for 5th place. Or for 4th place, really, as Toe is defending quite hard from 3 drivers now behind. As looks like Venhoff is starting to mount an offense on Lane, who was the aggressor before, on Johnson. We've got a big battle for 4th here. It could even be upgraded to 3rd if they start to catch tie bolt here. Everybody keeping it clean. 7 laps left. Still everything to play for 4th place. I'm not sure, unless Bob Poplet makes a massive mistake, I don't think Warner will catch them. With that 2-second gap, it seems to be being maintained. So we won't worry about 1st place for now. We'll keep it back here. Battle for 4th. To Lane's. So it's still Lane on Johnson on Toe. Everybody keeps trying to make moves happen. Nothing's stuck so far. We've had one slider lost out massively. Looks like may have lost someone else as well, since it looks like... Oh, it looks like Downey's had some kind of incident here. He's down into 12th. What happened here? Can I see what happened? I may have missed what happened here to Downey. Maybe an off track or a slowdown or something. It looks like Downey's fallen down into, fallen down into 12th. I'm not sure why. Is this it? No, we may have missed that. So I'm trying to keep an eye on the battle for 4th here. I only have one set of eyes. I can't keep up with everything. Looks like something bad's happened to Downey. Gibrat's now promoted to 9th place. Take a drink. Stay hydrated, etc., etc. Battle for fourth still rages on. I don't think we've got any other battles happening. No, this looks like, unless Gibrat is going to make something happen on more here. So Gibrat's moving up after his little mistake, where he fell down the order. Let's see if he can make a pass on more. Goes to the outside. Keeps it side by side through the corner. It switches to now he's got the inside line for this. Puts his car in front. Keeps it in front of him for the final bend. Nicely done. Gets really high on that curb again. Oh, we might lose out here. Here comes more. Mounting a defense. Zooming up, taking the inside. Or the outside. No, the inside. I'm getting confused. But all this battling, meanwhile, the cars behind are beginning to catch. Yeah, as Moore loses out. Another position to Luca now. Luca makes it up into 9th. We got a bit of a battle happening here for 8th place. Looks like there's a battle happening. The battle for 4th still rages on, but I'm not sure anything's happening up there. We'll stick with this a second, see if anything else progresses here. Oh, we're a bit of an off track. May get a bit of a slowdown penalty for that. There's a little brake check on Henrique there. Oh, sorry, Henrique does a little brake check on Downey even. No, I think that's going to be it for that. Let's take it up to battle for 4th. Toe is still holding on with Johnson behind. Still no changes in the order here. It looks like... yeah, Gibrat can't quite catch these guys. 4 seconds to the gap to them. It looks like Tybolt. Yeah, this is now a battle for 3rd as Tybolt has been caught by this pack. Tybolt in 3rd, Toe 4th. There's Bob Poplar in the lead with Warner in 2nd. But the battle for 3rds heating up. We've got 5 drivers maybe who could get 3rd. Might be a bit ambitious. Probably 4 drivers. We'll see if Venhoff can make... oh, whoa, we got a slider. Oh no! Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. Let's have a look. Instant replay. Let's go to Chopper Cam. So this is Toe, and I can't remember who's in front. But someone loses grip on there's a car in front of him. Just gets a corner all wrong and takes him out with them. Let's have a look. As we go. Oh no, it's a shunt. Toe slamming into the back of this car. And then, yeah, they both get taken out for good measure. Damn, who was that? They got taken out. I'm not sure who that driver was. Was that Knox? No. I can't. It's impossible to figure out because of the stupid fucking spectator thing. Damn, big crash. Alright, the battle for 3rd has changed up massively. Lane now in 3rds. With Johnson behind. Venhoff has made up into 5th. Gibrat's made up into 6th. How does he do it? Every single race. Consistent finishes. That's why he's winning the season. Hasn't won a race yet, but always these nice consistent finishes. Keeping it clean every race. Yeah, he didn't lose grip. He got shunted from behind and span around. That's what happened there. I can't work out who's involved there. Was it Tybolt? Was it Tybolt and Toe, those 2 drivers were? I'm not certain, but it ended in disaster for both people involved. So that changes up the battle for 3rd. We've got 3 laps to go here. We'll keep it with this 3rd place battle. Unless Poplar or Warner does something stupid. Oh, speaking of something stupid. What's happened to Lane? Oh shit, let's go back and have a look at this. Well, I've gone back a little too far. What does Lane do here? Lane can't take the pressure of 3rd place. Loses out to something. What do I happen here? I've rewound a little too far, but that's my bad. Let's see, what do we do? Going round. Oh, you just get that corner all sorts of wrong under pressure. Yeah, manages to keep it out of the wall though. Keeps it clean. Yeah, and puts it back. So 5th place probably for Lane. Now let's join the battle for 3rd place. It's Johnson on... sorry, Venhoff on Johnson. Gibrat still in 6th. Might catch Lane if they've taken any damage, but I don't believe they should have. But yeah, it was definitely pressure that got the better of Lane there, unfortunately. Let's see if Venhoff can make anything on Johnson. See if these two drivers can keep it together. What were 5 drivers battling for 3rd originally is now down to 2. We've lost everybody. As we can see Lane in the back of the shot there. Licking their wounds, just going to accept 5th place. There will be 5th place for the next race. Oh, Johnson gets the corner wrong as well. It's that corner catching everybody out. Everybody's tyre wear starting to build up. Cars are getting lighter as they run out of fuel. Rubber gets laid. Cars start to change feeling. Pressure's mounting. Everybody's starting to make some mistakes. Let's see if Venhoff can make anything happen here. Just 0.2 seconds in it. Up into the last S's. I believe this will be the last lap. Final lap. Here we go. Let's ride chase cam with Venhoff for the final lap. Or rather, let's do far chase. That's a bit better. Let's see if Venhoff can make anything happen on Johnson here on the very last lap. As we can just see our leaders in front. Don't think anything should happen up there unless someone makes a massive mistake. It's only 1 second between Poplet and Warner now for 1st place. But 1 second is a big amount of time to make on the last lap. You know, whilst 1 second, it looks like Venhoff is gonna... He's lost out to Johnson here somewhere on that last lap. It's really far behind. Maybe I'll switch back to the TV cams. I don't think anything's going to happen. Especially not if you disconnect. Okay, they're back. You're alright. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to happen here, so we'll let them go across the line. Meanwhile, further back, there's still a bit of a battle happening for 7th place here. More on Luca. We might make something happen of this. We'll stay with them onto the first corner after this straight, see if anything happens. Is Moore going to make any last-minute attempts? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, let's take it to Poplar, who has lost out massively to Warner behind, but it doesn't matter, because across the line he goes. First place goes to Poplar from start to finish, held on. Warner, it's right behind. Anything happen here? No, Venhoff can't make it happen. Johnson in 3rd place. Lane licks their wounds, comes in 7th. Gibrat, season leader, continues his consistent finishes, gets 6th place. Meanwhile, back here, can Downey make anything happen on Tybolt? No. It's 12th and 13th for these two. Alright, and that ends the first race. As we get our post-race big crash. Alright, very good. So, let's have a look at our final results of that race. It was... Oh, we lost it. Come on now. Let's go... No, what? That one. Go to that one. Fuck! Why does this happen? Let me do a thing quick. I wish I could get this to do what I want. No, it just doesn't load it. Oh, that's so aggravating. Ugh. Bugger. I have to, like, remember to pause shit immediately. Alright, well, we lost all the standings and stuff. This software is so annoying that way. Well, anyway, we saw what the positions were. Let's get rid of all that. That one. Okay. Yeah, Noz up 9 places to 3rd. Yeah, that was a pretty good result. I wish I could just see the fucking... Can I just use this? Results. Heat 1. Okay, there we go. That'll do. We'll just use the fucking UI. So, Poplar wins the race. Starts in 1st place. Stays in 1st place. Wins it all the way there. Matthew Warner, 2nd place. Johnson from 9th all the way up into 3rd. What a race. Keeps it clean. It keeps out of everyone crashing in front of him and gets to 3rd. Venhoff 4th. Lane 5th after their little off there. And yeah, as I said, Gibrat, season leader. Nice, consistent finishing. Never winning a race, but never doing bad. 6th place. Luca, 7th. Moore, 8th. Enriquez, 9th. Stevenson, 10th. And the rest of them are there. Apparently, I beat someone. I don't know how that works, but hey-ho. Alright. So we'll just have a quick 3-minute break until the next race, and I can stop shouting for a minute and take a drink. Whew. Oh yeah, I have a lower number, is that what it is? That's why I'm in front of Kane, yeah. I really wish the software wouldn't just jump to the next session at the end of a race. Because then I miss all of the fucking results. Bleh. Whatever, if I could use the in-game UI to show you, then it kind of works out, I guess. Whew. No, Dungeon Seeker. I mean, I'm trying, but... Kane Clayton is now an admin. Kane Clayton is no longer an admin. Kane Clayton, client has manually disconnected. No. Okay, interesting. Whew. But yeah, doing the it's quite hard like spectating these races because I have to like, you know, manually use all this like software on my other screen. Like I can show you like all the stuff I'm trying to like juggle here. I have all of like I've got like all of this stuff to like contend with and try to use all this like spectator stuff to manually control the game or the sim or whatever while also trying to actually look at the race and commentate it. And like trying to look at all like the gaps and stuff and see if there's any races happening. Oh god. It's like multitasking hell. Hey Emma, you'd hate this. You hate multitasking. Yeah. Whew. Alright. Just glad to take a break. Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Okay, I did get the name right. Okay. Yeah, producer to do the camera and stuff, yeah. But that's like... Then I need to be able to like watch another stream and then like restream it and stuff like that. Or we have like... I think this software can sync cameras somehow or something. I'm not sure, but... That's kind of out of scope for what we're trying to do here. Like unbudgeted little friends only league, right? Well, not friends only, but you know, mostly friends league. Yeah. But definitely, if we were gonna like produce this properly, like you definitely need someone to do the camera work, or at least more commentators, right? So if someone else is talking, I can like look at the camera work and stuff. Yeah, ers and ums. Yeah. It's because I'm saying because I'm like actually like looking at the other screen and doing something. Okay. Anyway, moving on to the next session. Let's hide all this stuff again. Yeah, I mean the swearing is like whatever. I could probably get out of the habit of swearing all the time, but yeah.
You were so innocent when we first met.
No, I wasn't. I was just doing it because of you. Alright. Here we are. Everyone gridding for the next race. So, we have reverse order for the top 10 cars of last race, which means Stevenson leads, Henriquez 2nd, Moore 3rd, Luca 4th, Gibrat 5th, Lane 6th, Venhoff 7th, Johnson 8th, Warner 9th, and Poplar in 10th. The rest of the drivers are as they finished from the previous race, including me in 20th place, apparently. So here's your grid. Don't know why I read the names out without showing you showing you the damn grid. Right, and there's all your positions. There you go, got everything. Okay, good. Here we go. Oh, we got a jump starter. Oh, I haven't seen one of those. Moore does a bit of a jump start there. There's green flag, and away we go. Yeah, Moore's a bit shaken from that. Is pulling off to the sides. Can't let everyone learn past. Oh, that's a big upset. Sorry, not big up. That's a big upsetting moment for Moore, starting in 3rd place this race. Whoa, we got a little bit of action behind. Don't think anyone got hit. Now everybody makes it round. Let's see how our race winners from the last race are going on. Poplar's made it up into 9th, it seems. Please order by fucking position, you stupid software. Okay. Good commentary. Alright, swearing at the software. Right, it's a bit hard to talk about who's who here, so I'm just gonna let the camera work happen as they want to make it up as... Whoa, big spin! Oh no, someone gets spun. Venhoff spin one. Let's have a look at this. I'm not sure who they span. But they definitely span someone. Is that Moore? Was that the car of Moore, the 28 car? Who's 28? 28 is Gibrat. Oh no, Gibrat! Oh, Gibrat gets span out. That's so unfortunate. Gibrat with his consistent finishes. That was what he was about. He was all about those consistent finishes, and you took it away from him, Venhoff. You took it away from him. Poor Gibrat. Alright, let's move it up a bit. Let's see what's happening at the front here. Oh, someone goes into the pits. I think that might be Moore taking his penalty for his jump start. Has to do a stop and go penalty, probably, or is maybe just retiring, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's Henriquez leads, Stevenson 2nd, Luca 3rd, Lane 4th, Poplar 5th, Warner 6th, Venhoff 7th. Might get a warning or a penalty for that. Knox 8th, Tybolt 9th, and Johnson in 10th place. So Poplar has already made it way up the order into 5th place, starting from 10th. Oh, we got a spinner. Lane getting a bit loose. Oh, just holds it barely. Can Poplar make anything of it? Yes. He breezes past them into 4th place. Let's have a look at that again from the old chopper cam. Oh, Lane taps Poplar a little, not Poplar, whoever that was. Oh yeah, tries not to tap him again. Just gets a little loose trying to keep it as, yeah, Poplar blasts by now. Alright, excellent. That's not that button. There we go. So Henriquez leads. Not too far down the road, though. As Poplar is just storming up the order here. Really dominant performance from Poplar today. Sorry. Taking some water again. This is when I need another commentator. Alright, here we go. Into the 2nd lap here. Comes to an end. This Lane gets a bit loose on the curbs there. Keeps bouncing on them curbs. We'll stick with Poplar for now, just to see what he can make happen here. Really the star of the show so far. Really dominant performance. He's having a look on Stevenson. Getting right up under his gearbox. Come round. Big, oh, gets a little loose under the dirt, but holds it. Nothing too bad from that. Might lose out a little bit to Lane, who's now on their gearbox. Seems like we're good. Is anything happening behind? There's a few battles happening for 14th place, I think. Remember that Johnson's battling for 9th place, or maybe 8th even. But we'll stick for the battle for 3rd. Oh, bit of tapping. Really squeezing. Everybody squeezes together around that corner. Not much room for anybody. Thankfully, these cars can take a bit of knocking. If not, without getting too damaged. It's not like any open wheel cars or anything. As Henriquez is running away with it, you can see how far in front they were there. The blue and red car of Henriquez is way down the road. But this battle for 2nd place is really heating up. We got like a bunch of bouncing around and stuff. Looks like Stevenson might make a try at it around this corner. No. Slots in behind. Lane again, really aggressive on those curbs. Just their driving style. There's Poplar. Ooh, a little tap into the car of Stevenson in front there. Everyone keeping it clean so far. Hopefully we don't have a repeat of last race where everybody starts getting taken out. Ooh, Lane goes wide. Doesn't lose out anything from it though. Keeps it going. Hopefully no slowdown penalties. There we go. Poplar looks down the inside, puts it side by side with Stevenson, edges in front as we come up to the next section. Sweeping S's, moves it up in front Looks like Lane's trying to follow them behind. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Lane makes it past. Stevenson losing out massively. Oh, it gets turned around. Can he save it? No. Oh, I couldn't get it turned. Let's have a look at that again. It's just losing out massively. So yeah, Stevenson loses out to Poplar, then gets sent offline, has to let Lane past, then just starting to let everybody pass. Tries to rejoin the racing line, but just gets spanned. Not enough room behind him to rejoin the track. Just gets put offline, and there's just nowhere for him to go. Poplar now into second place, starting from 10th. Really dominant performance here. As I think we just missed an overtake there, but we won't worry about it. Because Lane makes it past Luca, maybe. Round we go. Big trainer cars forming behind Poplar as he zooms off into the distance to try to catch Henriquez, who is 3.4 seconds down the road. Look, there's no one else on this picture. He's all in his own. Henriquez just needed some clean air and he's blasting off of it. We just about see the cars behind him. Let's have keep it back here though. The battle for second place between all these drivers. A lot of action so far. A few spins. Bit of dirt touching. But that's what these touring cars are all about. Rough racing, bashing. Rejoin check failed. Yeah, there you go. I gotta remember the whole rejoin check thing. Oh, we've got a little overtake happening at the back. I think that's Johnson on Tybolt. No, he had a look. Didn't make anything of it though. Seems like we're good. Nothing happening here. Let's go back up further afield. Poplar leads this train of cars. 3 seconds to Henriquez now down the road. See if they can catch him with 9 laps to go. Anybody making any moves? Seems like the pack is separating a bit here. Everybody's spreading out. So we're starting to get into the mid-session of this race. The mid-term this race? What am I trying to say? Mid-phase? I think that's what I'm trying to say. Things are calming down a bit. Actually, Warner having a look on Luca may actually make something happen here. Let's take it to Chopper Cam. They're side by side coming into the next corner. Ooh, do they leave each other enough room? Luca down the outside for this corner. Oh, squeezes Warner really hard, but they make it round. Oh, a little bit of tap. Oh, they make it in. Warner makes the pass. Warner makes the pass happen. I had it right the first time. Ooh, let's have a look at Venhoff, who may capitalize on Luca's misfortune here. No, Luca basically pushing Warner here. Can they do anything into the corner? No, they have to admit defeat and slot in behind Warner. Yeah, bit of bump drafting happening. Looks like a bit more bump drafting happening behind them as well. There's big old trainer cars happening. Seems like we're good. Everybody's making it fast. Still 3.1 seconds between Poplar and Henriquez. Still, a first place and a second would be massive for Poplar. Propel them straight up the leaderboard. Considering his competitors aren't having that great a weekend here either. So if Poplar can just keep it together, he'll be your new season leader. There's Knox. Or who's that behind? I think... Is that Tybolt? Yeah, Tybolt giving Knox a little tap there. See. Yeah, everybody just keeping it clean. Ooh, bit of a... Whoa. Venhoff gets a little offline then. Pulls it together though. We've got a new pack forming. The two cars chasing down Henriquez of Lane and Poplar. As you can see, the battle for second place. Lane, who got a bit unfortunate last race, and I believe last weekend as well, is now chasing down Poplar for second. Maybe if they work together, they may be able to catch Henriquez, who's now 3.2 seconds down the road, so they are beginning to lose out to him. Oh, we've got a bit of dirt behind. Warner gets a bit... Whoa. Warner gets a bit on the dirt. Might lose out to Luca. No, it doesn't seem to have cost them too much down that straight. Everything's good. As now Warner starts forming his own pack, really. Oh, sorry, it was Venhoff on Luca. Got all these names. Oh, Venhoff has a look down the inside as Luca goes wide. Makes it pass down the inside. Can he get it in front before they switch to the other corner? He can. Clean pass by Venhoff. I keep saying Venhoff. Makes it into 5th place. That's Knox now. Knox having a look on Luca. A bit shaken. Doesn't seem to make anything happen. As these cars continue on together, forming a pack, trying to chase down the 4th place of Warner. Veenhoff, that was it. I always forget how to say Dutch names. Yeah. I'm just going to read everything as English because I'm never going to remember everybody's nationality and stuff. Knox has a look. Goes up on the curbs, a little aggressive. Can make something happen on Luca. Seems to be having a bit of a hard time here. Yeah, gets on the dirt again. Luca can't seem to get that section right. Loses out to this straight because of it. Loses out on this straight because of it. As Lane still chasing down Poplar, just in your pictures just then. Nothing happening too much at the front. Mind you, the gap to the leader is now 2.4 seconds. Looks like 2nd and 3rd may catch Henriquez yet. With 6 laps to go, it's not an unobtainable amount of time. So we might have a battle for the lead at the end of this race. If they both keep stuff clean. Doesn't seem like too much is happening in this pack. It's Johnson on Tybalt. Big chain of cars down the back straight. Over the hills. I don't have too much else to say right now. I'm just filling time until overtakes happen. Oh, Knox has a look on Luca. Doesn't make anything happen. Made me panic though. Has a look down the inside. Gets up on the curbs. Nope, slots in again. Gives us hope of some action, but nothing quite there. Luca again going wide. Keeps doing the same mistake. Now Knox has a look down the inside. Sends it. Full send. Can he get it done? Oh, they're side by side. No, just barely Luca hangs on in front. This costs them both though, and now Tybalt having a look on Knox after that little overtake attempt. May gain on him here. Goes down the inside. Does he make a dive? He does! And he gets it almost done as they just tap a little bit around the bend, but he makes it through. Tybalt into 7th place. After the little failed overtake by Knox costs him. Knox now also, sorry, Johnson also having a look on Knox. But I think Knox has got it together now. And unfortunate, goes for an overtake attempt, doesn't work out and loses a place because of it. It's just how it happens with all these like big pack battles. You're tightly packed like this, you make an overtake, and then you lose out. Meanwhile, let's take it to our leaders. Well, not leaders, 2nd place runners. Poplar, 1.9 seconds behind Henriquez now. They are catching him. I don't know if they're catching him fast enough to get him get him before the end with 4 laps to go here. But there is still a battle for 2nd place at least. This Lane tries to keep pace with Poplar, starting to lose them a little bit. But the gap is decreasing. You are right, chat. Let's go back to our battle for 5th place. Oh, whoa, is someone wide then? Oh shit, Poplar has gone really wide. What just happened? As soon as I looked away, what happened to Poplar here? Let's go on board with Poplar. He makes a big mistake and is down into 5th now. What does he do here? Oh, he gets this corner all kinds of wrong. Oh, Lane goes past. Who else does he lose out to here? Warner and Venhoff. Rejoins, though. Keep it with this replay a minute. See if anything else happens. Doesn't look like it. Let's skip to live pictures. Yeah, Poplar down into 5th. Was making a good charge on Henriquez. I'm not sure it will happen now, though. Unfortunate. Was looking at a win and then a 2nd place this evening. Was now downgraded to just a win and 5th at the moment, but maybe able to make it up to Venhoff. So that leaves Lane alone in 2nd place, 2.1 seconds down from Henriquez. Let's see if Lane can catch Henriquez alone. Well, we'll see. He got distracted by his dad. Oh shit, that's unfortunate. Oh shit, Knox being attacked by Johnson here. Has a bit of a look. Johnson has a bit of damage to the front of that car. I wonder when that happened. We may have seen it. It may have not. Nope, doesn't make anything happen. That corner is mega punishing. It's paved run area there in real life nowadays. Okay, it must be an old scanning of the track, I suppose. So, the race seems to be selling a little bit. Apart from this battle happening here. But Henriquez in 1st, Lane in 2nd. I don't think that's going to change with 3 laps to go. Warner in 3rd, Venhoff 4th, Poplar 5th, Lucas 6th. So this is the battle for 6th place we're watching here between these 5 cars. I think anything can happen between these guys with 3 laps to go. They're all racing pretty close to one another. They may tap one another and we might get some carnage to happen. And since this is just a simulation, we can wish for crashes without the dark connotation of potentially killing someone. As Knox looking on Luca. Can't make anything happen. Loses out on the corner, trying to make something happen. Doesn't get it. Johnson now right behind them. Put the bump draft down the straight. Johnson gives the big old punt. A little push. Doesn't make anything of it happen. Probably wasn't expecting to catch him up so much. Now more damage to the front of Johnson's car. Oh, Johnson has a look. Knox takes the racing line though. Gets defensive. Johnson is right on Knox here. Quick look at the leaders. Yeah, the gap is building between Henriquez and Lane at this point, so I don't think anything's going to happen up there. Whoa, bit of an aggressive turn by Knox there. Might lose out some grip here. No, keeps it going just barely. Johnson goes a little wider. Might have to carry a bit more speed up this hill. Kind of matching speed according to the speedometer at the bottom. Which I just realised is in miles per hour and not kilometres. Sorry, everybody who's not American or British. Didn't see the fight in the background. Yeah, I'm kind of focusing on the front bit. There is a bit of a fight happening in the background. I'll bring it back here. We got the between Tybolt and Toe. This is the battle for 9th place. You are right. Sorry I've been missing this. Focusing on the battle for 7th at the front of them. Or 6th or whatever. Toe in 9th. Tybolt 10th. I don't know if they swapped around. I really couldn't see it. Tunnel vision on the front. Anyway, final lap of the race. Let's see if anything silly happens. Oh, and I'll knock everything over. Speaking of knocking things, Knox goes a little wide, gets a little squirrely. Johnson side by side with Luca. No, Luca keeps it in front. Johnson, does he go for the switcheroo? He has a look for the old switcheroo. Can he make it work? Goes down the outside. No, slots in behind. No switcheroo for us today. Battle for 7th or 6th, roughly. Stay with it around the last lap. Do we have any last-minute moves happen by anybody? Anything crazy? As the gap for 1st place is now down to 1 second. I'm not sure what happened there, but we'll stick with this for a minute. I don't think Henriquez should still win this. Here we are, across the line. Across the line goes Henriquez. Lost out on that last lap a little bit, down to 1 second in the end, but still takes it home for the win. Lane in second. Warner third. Venhoff fourth. Poplet fifth. So we have the battle for 6th place. Knox takes it. Luca and then Noah. And that is your order. Let's look at... There we get the big post-race crash. Let's have a look. So, no big final win attack for the win as Poplet gets distracted by his father. Henriquez wins the race. Just barely hanging on at the end there. Lane second. Warner fifth. A third. Venhoff fourth. Poplet relegated to 5th place, but still a good result. A win and 5th. Knox 6th. Lucas 7th. Johnson 8th. Toe 9th. And Tybolt 10th. And there are the rest of your drivers. Again, ignore me at the bottom. I wasn't in the race. Gibrat gets 12th. I think something happened at the start to Gibrat, right? Yeah, something bad happened at the start to Gibrat. So make it up into 12th is a pretty good result for them. So that was the evening's racing at Canadian Motorsport Tyre Park. I think I messed up those words. Yeah. So, yeah, Josh last. Thanks everybody for coming. Let's see if we can get any interviewers. If anyone's Moss Sport, yeah, for sure, yeah. See if anyone's willing to have an interview. If not, I will try to find some replays. Squawky can't interview because his power tool's being used. Okay. I heard you got distracted by your dad? Question mark. Yeah, so Squawky is Bob Poplet, who's the leader of the league now. So the scores will have to be worked out. It'll probably be about half an hour after the stream has ended. So just stay in this chat if you're really interested to know the results, and I'll link it in chat as soon as they're available. Squawky says, no, I just zoned out for a sec, lol. Okay, good stuff. Other than that, A++ got all the points, yada yada. Yeah, it was a really dominant performance. Race 1 was super clean. Having a text interview with Squawky Poplet. Right, let's have an interview with let's see what Checkers has to say. Hello, Checkers.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I've been pretty good. Had 2 good races out there today.
Yeah. Tell everyone what's just for the audience. What's your full name?
Ian Lane.
Ian Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, how was your first race?
First race pretty good. There was I don't know. I got 3 people 1 corner there. Went from 6th to 3rd, and there was a wreck in front of me, and I just kind of went around and passed Nosler at the same time, and I was on the right line to dodge the wreck, so that worked out. And coming into that uphill, really weird corner that I hate here, I overcooked the car and hit the gravel and self-spun almost and dropped the 5th, so that was kind of disappointing.
Oh yeah, that was that. Yeah. A lot of people were struggling. Yeah, there was a few corners that just select people kept struggling on going wide. It's like, seems like there's just a couple corners that keep catching everyone out.
Yeah, I think I had followed somebody through there 11 times, and the 12th time I go through there, and I just didn't have anybody to use the braking point, so I just, right off the road I went. But, yeah, second race was good. I made one mistake trying to pass somebody for 3rd at the beginning and spun almost and caught it, and cost me a couple seconds, and I finished the 2nd behind, so I guess that kind of cost me the W, but it was a good clean race up front at least.
Yeah.
Sucks for Bob. I think we're gonna have a good battle for 2nd, but he met the turn 2 grass, and that was unfortunate. And I almost followed him and didn't, thankfully. But I'll take it. It was a good run. 2 good races.
Yeah, I was. He was talking to me on Discord because he couldn't join voice. Chat told me that he got distracted by his dad, but no, he said he just zoned out for a sec.
Oh yeah, that's all it takes. The turn two of motorsport. You
Yeah.
touch that grass, you're gone. And I almost followed him. I don't think I was as far offline there the whole race besides that lap. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
glad I
shame.
kept it on the rim.
Yeah, it's a shame we lost out a battle that would have been a battle for first in the end, I reckon.
Yeah, Black Dog just got out there, or Luis just got way out ahead us, battling for second there, and I tried to track him down. I needed to be 25 minutes, I guess. I had cut him to his lead, but just too little, too late. But we'll take it. Second's good.
Yeah, pretty good result. All right, thanks a lot. I guess we'll move on to the next interview.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks for broadcasting.
Yeah, no, see you later. I guess I'll drag you out. There you go. All right, let's talk to Tommy Fazzetti, otherwise known as Tommy Toe. Sorry to drag you out. How was your races?
Race 1 went swimmingly smooth until lap 11. Basically what happened is I saw Didier go wide and I kind of went for the gap, and then he chopped me off, and we sent each other to the tires, in which I got the worst of it because I landed upside down. Although even if I landed right side up, my suspension was screwed.
Yeah. Oh.
Although honestly, that wreck was my fault because I was seeing on. Yeah, he went wide and went for a gap, wasn't really advised, and it was just on from there.
Yeah.
Second race. In the second race, actually made up a lot of spots to get a top 10 finish. I was honestly waiting for something to happen because I saw the pack being that close together, and I was thinking in my mind, yeah, something's gonna happen with these guys. Of course, a couple things happened. I got it to 9, but I was honestly expecting more because of how that little pack is. It's just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they were tight for ages in front of you.
Yeah. I was hoping for something to happen, but nothing happened. But hey, 9th place after abysmal first race when I should have had a surefire points finish, especially since I'm in the championship lead. I'll take it. But it'll just make things harder on myself coming to the Roval at Charlotte. That's all. Yeah.
I was also expecting something to happen in front of you. We sat here like waiting this whole time for someone to spin someone out or something, but it just never happened.
Yeah. It's just one of those things that if they're damage to do, damage to don't. Try to go for the move. There's a very high risk of making contact with someone, and that move might not work anyway. Otherwise, likewise, if you stay patient for far too long, is the thing you're hoping is going to happen. It's just not going to happen. That's hey. If that means I leave out of motorsport in one piece, all body panels intact, I may as well take the safe route and say, hey, you have a surefire points finish. Just take the points and move on.
Yeah, I mean that's how Gibrat's leading the championship, right?
Yeah.
Or leading the season even. Just consistent finishes. All right, cool. Well, thanks a lot. Well, good luck for the next race. And, see you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, see you in a couple of weeks.
See ya.
Drag him out. Right, let's talk to who is Black Dog on Discord. Who are you? Real name?
Well, my name is Louis, I guess, but...
Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, how did... so we know how your second race went. How did your first race go?
Oh, abysmal. I mean, it's... First of all, this is like my first time going through the whole track and trying to learn all the blind corners. It's much of a meme. It's basically a lot of spin-outs, and somehow I was able to get myself up to 9th place, I think it was, for the main race, but it's just a lot of chaos all around the track.
Yeah. Yeah, I think... I don't remember what position you got, yeah. But it was a lot better. But yeah, the second race, though, how did you get such a massive lead in the second race?
I actually was just lucky because I don't have even as much pace as both Ian and Pub had, but basically I got lucky that all the traffic held them up just enough for me to get enough of a cushion just to hold up until the checker flag. But yeah, it was just a matter of trying not to screw up.
Yeah, cool. All right then. But yeah, it was a good job. We were watching the gap the whole way through the race. It was like 3 seconds most of the time. And then the very last lap, it was like 1 second. Did you make a mistake or something on the last lap?
I was just trying more just to bring it home. I'm not used to getting first places, so it's just I had the distance, so I didn't want to mess it up. I have a very colorful history of screwing up last laps, and the pressure gets to me a few times. So I just need to like basically nurse it back home, and I nearly have enough distance to make it a win. Basically,
Yeah, sick. I guess that's the benefit of this format. You just sometimes find yourself just winning the race.
yeah, it's you'll never know where you end up. I started all over the place here throughout the season, and sometimes I'll end up in the top 5. I'll end up in the wall, whatever it may take me that day. But
Yeah, sick. All right, well, thanks a lot. And yeah, see you in a couple weeks' time.
yeah, and thanks for the broadcast as well. Like the seeing that and keep it.
Yeah, no problem. It's been a lot of fun. All right, see you later. Cool. All right. Well, I guess we'll call it a day there. Thanks everybody for watching. Was a fun couple races. A lot of cool action, a few crashes, not too many. So we still had some good racing. And yeah, I ain't got too much else to say. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll be back with this in a couple weeks' time. What is the track? I can never remember the damn track order. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time with Charlotte. Oh, the Charlotte Roval, I believe. That's a track I actually know. And it's quite a popular one, I believe. Alright, so thanks a lot for watching. And yeah, see you guys in a couple weeks' time for the next race. Bye-bye. Oh, and I forgot to say, if you want to know the standings, stay in chat and I'll link it when it comes available. Okay, bye.